Well, what's going on, YouTube? That's what's happening out there. Yep, crappy day. Oh, hello. Nyong. Crappy day. Look at all that. You see that? All that dark stuff? That's salt. That is salt that they use to melt the snow. You see, it's doing a real fucking great job. Anyway, um, yeah. So they put a ton of salt out there on the roads, and it's just fucking impossible to really play out there. So you got to find little places, parking lots that they may not salt or not a lot of cars have been sitting in because these cars, every car drives through this shit. Every car. So in order to get away from this, you have to find something either private or eventually later in the season here. Well, hopefully not too terribly long. I'll be able to go and play on the lake. It's frozen, but it's not exactly hard yet. So it does get, it gets covered with snow. But anyway, I'll be out there playing. So I do stuff inside here. What I've been doing is I've been working on getting rid of all those. Mimi got me a Dumbo RC DDF 350. This thing, I love it. So this is the controller. I really like it. What I've been doing is going through and getting the crawlers on that, and then I will be getting rid of these. So I had a extra Fly Sky controller, and I think I actually had two Fly Skies extra controllers, but I've gotten two set up on the Dumbo. I've got my RC four-wheel drive, the Toyota, set up there. Next, I'm going to get the YJ on that. These are great. That's actually got 10 channels on it right now, so I could hook up, 10 channels worth of stuff. Otherwise, the receivers that I got are all 6 channels. Like, that's going to be a 6 channel. I think that will actually end up being a 6 channel. Maybe. I might find use for 10 channels on that. The Gen 8 Green Apple, that'll be 6 channels. That'll be on as well. So what I got are these, I got a bag of it, I think. These controls, look at that, F-bomb. I made a short about those. But, let me get this open. And I'll show you what I'm working on here. So, I got 4 of these, 4 of these and 1 10-channel receivers. So these I can actually hook 6 things up through, or not 6 things, but they have 6 channels, so that I can hook up a winch, some lights, and have it all controlled by the controller. So that's what I've been doing. This is on there now. So I actually have the RC four-wheel drive. That one's next. That's on there, and then the Gen 8 is going to be on there as well. And then I'll put the new Ford fucking Ranger that I'm building on there, and yeah, so that'll be that. Just little things, little things to keep me busy during the shitty season. Something else that we did with this, I think I plugged the battery in. I put in a couple more lights, so the truck has rock lights on it, and I wanted a little more, so let me find the power button. Hopefully I got it. Is it connected? Oh no, it's not. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I need to do some calibration, but check it out. Yeah, so I went to KC Hobbies and Toys yesterday. Mimi convinced me to go, so we went. We actually had to do grocery shopping, and so there's a good grocery store out there in the same town, in St. Ignace. So we went there, and then went to KC Hobbies and Toys. I found a light kit, a really simple light kit. It's just 2 ambers and 2 white lights, but it works perfect for this bad boy. On the bumper, I'm going to get 2 red lights and put them in the back buckets. I'll show you the back buckets now. But I did the lights. Also, you've heard people, you've seen them, people have truck nuts, balls, testiculars hanging from their back of their truck. So yeah, truck nuts. I had to get my own truck nuts. So this is what we came up with. Yeah. That's right. So, you're rolling in style, big pimpin', dragging my nuts along. But look at that. So I got a drop hitch. I went with the drop hitch. It's actually Chaos, if you could read there. It's packaged by CEN Racing, but it's a Chaos branded item, and it's got multiple options for height. They make another Chaos hitch that just comes right out of the hitch there, drops down about that far and comes out. I went with this one because of the various height options. I have a boat. I have a trailer on the way that I'm gonna pull with this thing, and so I needed something lower because it's just like a flatbed trailer. It's a car hauler, really. It's big enough to haul this. It's not gonna haul this. It's gonna haul like that, or the, when I get that done, or that. It will actually haul those. Yes. It will actually haul, if I take the tires off, all 3 of those as well. Hauling them around like they do Bigfoot trucks without the tires. That's a different trailer. But I have a trailer that I'm in the midst of building that will be able to haul the Revos and the T-Max. The Slayer and the Slash will actually be able to be hauled on the trailer that I'm getting right now. It'll hang off the edges a little bit, but it is manageable. So anyway, this is my towing pig, my hauler, and we want it to look good and fun. So I went and got the hitch. I put my nuts on there. Those nuts. Don't worry, I put my nuts on there. We got the lights up front. Pretty soon, Casey's ordering. Well, he ordered some hex nuts. So these tires are fantastic. Oh yeah, so I got the rock lights. I got them hooked up to the remote control on channel 4. Pretty nice, right? And it's just 1 press. So before it was, I don't know if you can see that. Before it was 2 presses to get them to change off. Now it's just 1 to cycle all the way through channel 4. Yep. And okay, so channel 3, that's where the front bumper lights are connected, but they're just always on. Anyway, back to what I was saying here. Those tires are fantastic, but they're actually kind of proprietary, kind of. There is not a wheel hex on here. There is just the wheels, the axle stub there with a pin through it. And the back of these wheels, there's a cross, for that pin to go into. There's other cars like that. It's actually old school, I think. Some old shit. Anyway, I want variety. I want to be able to have options, and this truck is probably going to go through some things. So we're thinking, something like this. Yeah, it'll have plenty of clearance. It'll go probably right there. There'll be plenty of clearance. We're gonna have one in the, of course, front. Oops. But tell me what you think of that. I had him order a while back. I had him order wheels and tires for our project, our TX4 project that we're working on, and so those will be coming on their own. Yeah, those are the wheels that came with that kit. That is an extra wheel for the RJ that goes on the, or the YJ that goes on the back. But I figured might as well make good use of those. And I think I'll actually put those on here sometimes. I mean, I'll go back and forth. I'll be city or winter and summer driving. No, I'm not gonna fucking take it out in the winter. I want to get it out in the snow though. Maybe on the porch. I got the RC 4-wheel drive out there. I got the YG out there. This is probably gonna get out there too. This will be horrible in the snow, really though. Come to think of it, I'll wait because this has open diffs. This is not a, it's not a rock crawler. This is a trail truck-ish. It's really a mall crawler. Trail truck, you know, that's a trail truck. That's a trail truck. That's more of a rock crawler than a trail. Well, you know, it's not totally capable, but that's definitely a trail truck. There's no capability whatsoever there. Just looks good. But yeah, so what do you find yourself doing on crappy days like this? We walked over to that building right over there last night. They had a beneficial auction and dinner for our winter fish coop that's coming up February 14th. It's a big party on the ice. Yep. I mean, they build a little town out there. You'll get video, or look out my video from last year. But yeah, so they build a little town on the ice, and the kids get to go fishing. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I forgot where I was going. So we went to that auction, and we bought a couple things. I got a box of glass insulators that my brother-in-law makes lamps out of, which is really cool. That's downstairs. I'm not going to show you that. But Larry bought a box of various vices and just various tools and stuff like that. And this was in there. So this is a fascinating little piece. It's a suction cup. So actually I've tried it on the mat there. It works great. So it sucks to that really good. But look at this. I hadn't actually seen one of these, but it has the two different sides. So a big jaw and a smaller jaw, or a small jaw and a smaller jaw. But you can lock it at whatever angle you want, and it locks up. But isn't that clever? Isn't that just a handy little tool there? Yeah. So that was in the collection. We had to have that. But anyway, that's about all I got to talk about there. We'll get back to the project later after we get the TRX4 all completed. The only next thing that we have to do is the Baja, and all of the pieces and everything is here in that box, old and new. But I have absolutely everything to get that rebuilt better than it was. So we will get that done. There's the body for the Ford fucking Ranger. I was looking at the DBXL today, and I actually greatly improved the steering capability of this. Just looking. I looked, and this right here was actually, this whole bar here was down in the bottom. So it was connected here, but this whole ball and everything was down the bottom. And when it was turned this way, it stopped right about, I mean, it wasn't even that far. It was really limiting the turning radius of that, because you imagine that bar hitting that, you know. So my turning was really, really crappy. So I've moved that. There's still a little nub, because that's too long. I might grind it off, but there's still a little nub sticking through the servo horn. But look at this. I've got way more steering than I did have that way. And then this way is just incredible. So I'll get that little piece ground off, and I'll have the same steering both ways. And that is, I mean, that's a huge improvement. That's yeah, even that is better than it was. So yeah, just sitting at home looking at things, looking at the hobby room here, RSD room, whatever. It's a hobby room, and finding things to do. So that's what's happening here. I hope you all are having an absolutely fantastic, blessed New Year so far. Yeah, we'll get back to the project and get that done and move on. All right, later.